Let's do the first one. Step up your right foot, itchy. Go over. Step up your left foot, falling back. Turn to your right, put it over your right shoulder, and go under and over your left elbow, catch your left hand. There you go, good. Good. Step through with your right foot, put it over your right shoulder, and go under and over your left elbow, catch it with your left hand. Good. To the front, left foot to the front, left Nagiri, step back, put it over your right shoulder. Spin it once, spin it twice. Okay, good. Catch it with your left hand. Let go with your right hand. Go forward and back over your left shoulder. Step back, put it over your right shoulder. Come across your body, catch it with your left hand. Bring your left knee in to the low strike, pull back to my. Great. Good. Let's try that again. Good. Step up with your right foot, over your right shoulder. Forward and back. Catch it with your left hand. Step with your left foot, put it over your right shoulder, forward and back. Turn to the right, put it over your right shoulder again, go under and over, catch it with your left hand. Step through with your right foot, put it over your right shoulder, go under and over your left hand, catch it, your left elbow, catch it with your left hand. Turn to the front, left Nagiri, step back, put it over your right shoulder, spin it once, twice, catch it with your left hand, let go with your right hand, go forward and back over your left shoulder. Step back, put it over your right shoulder, come across your body, catch it with your left hand. Bring your left knee in, pull back. Good. That's Yame. Nere, hold it in your right hand, Masubi. Great. Good. Let's try the second one. Your tournament cover. Put it over your left shoulder, between the legs, itchy. Go right hip, left shoulder, spin it, put it over your left shoulder. Now do a shiriashi, step over, put it over your right shoulder, between the legs, left hip, right shoulder, spin it, put it over your right shoulder. Left foot goes back, and you turn, and you strike, go to your left hip, and go to your right hip. Up to the chin to your left hip, up to the chin to your right hip. Left side, right shoulder. I sense someone's coming in. Let's see. I believe it's, I see a gi floating.
I think it might be beyond.
I think it might be a gun.
It might be beyond and in.
I'll
It
be
looked
good.
like two to me.
Put it over your left shoulder, your right foot forward. Go to your right hip, or your left hip. Up to the chin to your right hip, up to the chin to your left hip. Right side, left shoulder. Turn to the back, hold the nunchucks in a yoi position, which you got your right foot forward. Step up right Nagiri, strike across your body at a 45-degree angle. Come into Kakutsudachi, back stance. Turn the chain to the inside, palms down, jump off your back leg. Good. You come into right side Yashidachi. Good. Left side kick, go left hip, right shoulder. And go to your left side, Sagyashidachi. Good. Right side kick, right hip, left shoulder. Now turn at a 45-degree angle, across your body, strike, left foot forward. Good. Now go this way, itchy. Over your back, catch it with your left hand, right foot forward. Do a low strike. This is just like the last move of the first time. Let's see if your feet are switched. Do a low strike. Step up left Nagiri. Step up right side kick. Roger, you may want to back up a little bit. Now spin it twice above your head. Strike at an angle, left foot forward. Now make an X to the front. 11 o'clock, 1 o'clock. Come in with the end of the nunchuck. Go forward with the chain. You know, the last four moves, your right foot's forward. Push back into right with showman. Push off that front foot again, going backwards. It's right with showman. Spin it. Come over your back. catch it with your right hand. And then you hold it in a yoi or a yai position, same position. Musubi dachi. Good. Deal. All right, let's try that again. Ready? Yoi. Go to your left side, ichi. You go between the legs, ichi. And strike your right hip, and strike your left hip, put it over your left shoulder, spin it, put it over your left shoulder. Now you do a shuriashi, step over, put it over your right shoulder, go between the legs, left hip, right shoulder, spin it, put it over your right shoulder. Left foot goes back, you're still facing the front, and then when you strike, you turn your hips, and you go to your left hip. That's the urge is real conscious of that. And you go to your right hip, up to the chin, your left hip, up to the chin, your right hip. Left side, right shoulder. Turn, 180, put it over your left shoulder. Strike your right hip, strike your left hip. Up to the chin, your right hip. Up to the chin, your left hip. Right side, left shoulder. Turn to the back. Hold it in your position, right foot forward. Step up on the right negiri. Strike across your body, 45-degree angle. Come into Kakusadachi. Now the chain to the inside. Jump off the back leg. Go into right Sagi Ashidachi. Left side kick. The left hip, hey, young, right hip, and go over your right shoulder. The left Sagi Ashidachi. Right side kick. Right hip, left shoulder. Turn to your left, go a 45-degree angle. Strike across your body with your right hand. The left foot forward. Now right foot towards this corner. Come over your back. Catch it with your left hand. Now let go with your right hand. Do a low strike. Step up left negiri. Step up right side kick. Spin it twice above your head. Strike at a 45-degree angle. Now make an X to the front, 11 o'clock, 1 o'clock. Come in with the end of the nunchuck. Come forward with the chain. This is like a Coach Gacy takedown. For the last 4 moves, your right foot's forward. Now you push back, you go to the right shoulder, put it over your right shoulder. Push back again off your right foot, spin it over your back, catch it with your right hand. You hold it, yamai. Ready? Musubi. Ready? Good. How are you, Jan?
I'm fine. Happy New Year.
Yeah, thank
Happy
you.
New Year.
Good. Yeah, it's gonna be a good year.
I'm
sorry,
sorry I
last
didn't make it to the New Year's thing. I had kids.
It was fun.
It was fun.
You would have had fun. It was,
Where was-
interesting people.
Where was this?
Nobody's. I told Corky's.
The old Corky's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, the kids actually could have come to that one.
Huh?
I said the kids actually could have come to that one.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Little
Jared?
Jared that comes to class, he came.
You know, Jared, he was there.
Yeah, yeah.
He's there all night.
Oh, yeah.
As long as he's
It's a
there.
restaurant. It's not a bar.
He sat there, his own status shirt, sat there all night.
He comes every time that they
He
play
looks like,
Nobody's or Fanatics.
what he's 11, he looks like a 40-year-old man sitting there just. Where we played a place in Snuffle a few weeks ago, that's 21 and up, and so, you know, and he couldn't come
Or when
back.
y'all played
Well, it's because I wasn't there.
Riverside.
You would have had to play Stones online.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Hi, Chris. How are you? Good. Played all
I
night.
didn't make it yesterday, Chris,
And then we
Boy,
played,
the fight.
to Mr. Holt's class.
I didn't either.
what's that Kiss song we do?
I didn't think I would.
Did you go?
Rock and roll all
I'm
night.
doing the net.
Yeah,
And then we played,
yeah.
Come Together by the Beatles.
I had a brake issue, so.
Well, that's
like,
I got a ring hand.
A break?
Do what?
Yeah, all my brake fluid was gone, except
not
what was
good.
in the line.
Yeah.
It's like, holy moly, I gotta fix this.
Satisfaction.
By the time I got it fixed, it was 5 o'clock. I was like, well, guess I'm not going to class.
Pressure.
Jumping jack fly.
Jumping jack flash.
But, you know, I'd rather skip karate and be able to stop.
Yeah.
I don't jumping jack flash and brown sugar. And satisfaction and beast of burden.
I think
And honky tonk
satisfaction would
angel.
be awesome.
Honky tonk woman. Honky tonk angel is what it is. Oh. Dear.
Oh, gotta love it.
All right, let's try the second. Your tournament comp. You decide to enter tournaments all throughout the southeast. This is the one you want. Itchy. Left side, go. Right hip, left shoulder, spin it, put it over your left shoulder. Shuriashi, step over, put it over your right shoulder. Between the legs, left hip, right shoulder, spin it, put it over your right shoulder. Left foot goes back. When you strike, is when you turn your hips. With your left hip, go to your right hip. Up to the chin, your left hip, up to the chin, your right hip. Left side, right shoulder. Turn 180, put it over your left shoulder. Right foot forward, go to your right hip, to your left hip. Up to the chin, your left hip, right hip. Up to the chin, your left hip. Right side, left shoulder. Turn to the back. Right foot forward, step up right negiri. Strike at an angle, 45-degree angle, coming to Kakutsadachi back stance. Both palms down on the nunchucks together, chain in, jump off your back leg, itchy. And go on the right side of the Ashidachi. Left side kick, left hip, right shoulder. Left side of the Ashidachi. Right side kick, right hip, left shoulder. Let go with your left hand, turn, strike across your body, left foot forward. Now right foot towards this corner, come over your back, catch it with your left hand. Let go with your right hand, do a one strike. Step up left negiri, step up right side kick, spin it once, spin it twice, across your body. And make an X to the front, 11 o'clock, 1 o'clock, right foot's forward. Now the chain, right foot forward. Push back, right foot forward. Push back again, right foot forward. Spin it over your back. Catch it with your right hand. Hey, good deal. Let's try that one more time. That's good. Great. Left side. Go between the legs. Right hip, left shoulder, spin it, put it over your left shoulder. Shuriashi, go over your right side, between the legs. Hey, left hip, right shoulder, spin it, put it over your right shoulder. Left foot goes back, turn, strike, across the body. With your right hip, up to the chin, your left hip, up to the chin, your right hip. Left side, right shoulder. Turn, step through 180. Put it over your left shoulder. With your right hip or your left hip. Up to the chin, your right hip. Up to the chin, your left hip. Right side, left shoulder. Turn to the back. Right foot forward. Step up right negiri. Strike at an angle, 45-degree angle. Coming to Kakutsadachi, back stance. Turn the chain to the inside. Both palms down. Go off your back leg. On the right side, Ashidachi. Left side kick. Left hip, right shoulder. Left side, Ashi. Right side kick. Right hip, left shoulder. Turn, strike across your body, left foot forward. Now right foot towards the corner. Towards the string, come on your back, catch it with your left hand. Then go with your right hand. Do a groin strike. Step up left negiri. Step up right side kick. Spin it once, spin it twice, strike across your body. Make an X, 11 o'clock, 1 o'clock. Come in at the end of the nunchuck, come forward with the chain. Push back again, spin it, pull your back, catch it with your right hand. Ready, good. All right, let's try that one more time, we'll switch to something else. If you do tournaments, you want to do weapons, a lot of times tournaments. I was just getting ready to do tournaments. I was really excited about it, and I got that chance to teach Mr. Taylor's Saturday class over there back when it was park, and I never got to. But they have tournaments all over the place on the weekends, and they're fun. You can go anywhere. You can get online and find all these tournaments.
Oh, okay.
On the weekends you can go to. I thought, man, that would be so cool to start doing that. And then I can't ever get away on Saturdays, but if any of you guys ever wanna do tournaments there.
Yeah, you would have won if you would have had time, right?
Well, no, well, I don't know. I think eventually I'll want something. I might have been the only entrant. Oh, you take third place out of 3 people, 4
Hey,
people.
hey, now, I got third place out of 3, and second place out of 2,
There you go.
But there,
in the same tournament.
it's fun, man. This would be a good time to run a lot of tournaments. The ones I have seen, I haven't seen that a huge number, but a lot of times, weapons, there's no entrance. Or you may have 50 people in the katas and 5 or 6 in the weapons. So it's good practice, it's a good experience to do it. But this is a good kata to do if you want to enter tournaments. I used to do tournaments a long time ago, and then kind of, law school and everything else got in the way.
I remember that first tournament I did. I was standing in line, people have all their little patches, and Mr. Holt said, whoever you're standing beside will be probably who you'll fight first, because that was when, what that other guy's school was in, we used to have all kinds of water roof people, but anyway.
Oh, David,
Yeah, and so I felt like the only guy that was remotely my size, is I thought I did good, and I was like, what's that patch say? And he's like, I'm a circuit fighter. I was like, what's that mean? So, I do this every weekend. It's like, crap.
Wow. That's good. Man, that's awesome.
Anyway, I did beat him. I lost the next round.
No, that's good.
But
Yeah, I quit
thinking
doing
it's totally
tournaments.
screwed
I quit doing tournaments, I don't have space for all this stuff.
myself. That's true.
Well, that is a problem. You can
It's
always,
too much, you know.
I see a lot of them end up at pawn shops, so you can always take them down there.
Mine are behind my desk.
You give them away as other rewards. Congratulations.
My clients pay their bill, I give them a try. Try this one.
Maybe not.
Go left side, itchy. Bring your legs itchy. Right hip, left shoulder, spin it, put it over your left shoulder. Up over shuriashi, put it over your right shoulder, between the legs. Left hip, right shoulder, spin it, put it over your right shoulder. Left hip goes back, turn and strike, go your left hip, go your right hip. Up to the chin, your left hip, up to the chin, your right hip. Left side, right shoulder. Turn 180, put it over your left shoulder. Go to your right hip, go to your left hip. Up to the chin, your right hip, up to the chin, your left hip. Right side, left shoulder. Turn, face back, right foot forward, step up right leg Gary. Strike across your body, go into Kaputsa Dachi. Palms down, chain in. Jump, come into right, Sagiyashi Dachi. Left side kick. Left hip, right shoulder. Left Sagiyashi. Right hip, right side kick. Right hip, left shoulder. Turn to your left, go across your body, left foot forward. You're going to be facing Mr. Taylor's office, and you go towards the road over here, come over your back, right foot forward, catch it with your left hand. Then go with your right hand, do a low strike, step off left leg Gary, step off right side kick. Spin it twice, left foot forward, make it extra in front, 11 o'clock, 1 o'clock, and then with the nunchuck, come forward with the chain. Go back in the right and showman, push back in the right and showman, spin it, over your back, catch it with your right hand. This is Yamei. Ready? Good. All right, if you've got a string of sticks, grab your string of sticks. Let's work on those. Work on that pattern.
Are we being filmed?
Yes.
I mean, sorry. I can't remember this stuff.
Don't worry, Ian, you're building it.
It'll never be on the internet.
Just wondering if it was like
But it doesn't matter. The only person who has to get the internet.
Has everybody got a pair of a screamer? I've got 2 pair here.
I'll have a pair if you need a pair of extras. Thank you, sir.
Good. Let's just go into the mirror. Let's try it first. You go overhand, backhand, backhand. It's a pattern. And
What?
left side's overhand, right backhand, left backhand. Just try that pattern. Overhand right, left backhand, right backhand, then you switch sides. Overhand left, right backhand, left backhand. Every time you strike, you alternate hands. And remember, overhand, backhand, backhand. Overhand, backhand, backhand. And then it's really 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, and then you come to here. Resting position. And then 1, 2, 3, resting position. 1, 2, 3. On your left side, overhand, backhand, backhand. And it's, all this is circle 3. That old jiu-jitsu small circle technique. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Just practice that a little bit. And if you won't pair up, that's fine. Or if you want to work on your own. Chris, why don't you and Roger work? Or if you want to work side by side for a second, I think Roger's still working on it. Where do you feel comfortable doing it, Roger? If you and John want.
That was good, while it lasted.
Ian?
Ian,
Rotate in.
go ahead. I'll catch you the next round. I'll meet you up after you got this.
Coming by here.
No.
What? You done wood.
Yeah, we're gonna like this to restaurant. Aw.
Man.
How do you do that?
And Ryan did go with him.
Yeah, sure. Heather, why don't you switch with Chris, and Chris, why don't you switch with John?
I have to beat you up later. Okay? Stop thinking about it.
Not that if you have a miss, if you have a miss, don't go back. Keep going.
If I start thinking about it.
Yeah. Two words, keep moving. That's street guy that carries a streamer stick. Yeah, that's what I do. They call them the street guy. What they used to call them, the gangs. The dead body guys. The following guys.
all the cooler.
Thanks.
Hey, Dad. The Keys went to South Carolina for their break. The Keys went to South Carolina. Why did you do
Well, we had some dogs to take care of. That's the problem.
We still had a week after.
Yeah, well, you know. I'd have gone, but the particular one that you're looking for,
This was just a regular one.
regular one?
You remember years back, they used to have a movie for how they had like little lights that would come out of the hoop.
Oh, the toes?
Yeah.
I know Roadhouse, like one guy had a knife, and
Did
it
it?
listened.
Yeah, it did.
All right, let's try this thing, do the figure 8 roll, switch hands, right palms lays into left palms up, roll it, right palm up, just switch hands, right, left, make a figure 8. It's just kind of like when you play tennis, if you practice bouncing the ball off the racket, it's slow, it's good. It's good practice. And then when you want to put a roll in it, I do it left palm up, right palm down, and just roll it and catch it with my left thumb. I think Heather goes the other
I do
way.
the opposite direction.
But you practice, and you can practice rolling it twice. But you don't want to do this, where you're grabbing it. You're not going to get any speed. You got to roll it.
Just to make a point, right?
Yeah, you don't want to do that. I mean, that's making the
I
point.
don't
You
know.
don't drop it.
You don't drop
Yeah,
it like
just
that.
see that, you don't drop it.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, we don't start Kusan and push. Yeah, we start like
On concrete, just shoom, shoom, shoom.
Yeah, we were on film that day.
Yeah,
That is awesome.
anybody who wasn't paying attention was the.
We're smooth, it's just like. All right, I think we've got that move down. You roll it, and then you just bring it across, and then you go figure 8s, roll it. So you'll pick it up.
Yep.
Yeah, we're pretty good on that. Roll it. That's good. You hit your foot?
What?
You hit your foot?
No, I hit something much softer.
You got it on tape.
Did you go to the Tuesday night class?
I didn't make it to Tuesday, I had a
Well, what
brake
Monday?
issue. I made it Monday.
Monday?
We were Monday.
There wasn't many people in there.
Yeah, it was a small class. I was on the front row.
I was
on the front row on the right side at the very beginning of class, so that never
I should
happens
have
on the
gone,
front.
I just,
It's hard sometimes to do.
Especially Monday.
Especially anyway.
Yeah.
Well, that time of night.
stay.
Oh, Wednesday, yeah.
That was good.
I,
You had 3 people. And
I wanted to go, we starred. I thought I had an appointment coming at 1:30 and didn't show. All right, let's try the, first one. Sokodachi, Haito. Step up, left foot, she's an Antedachi, left hand on top. Step back, double-handed high block to Jodan. Step forward, left foot forward, right hand goes out. You strike it in the side of the head, then you come straight down on the head, left foot forward. You strike behind you, you're looking behind you. Your belt knot's to the TV room. Bring your left foot, your right foot, she's an Antedachi, left hand on top, do a push block. Step out from double-handed low block. Left foot. And you step forward with your right foot, strike to the head. And turn to your left, strike to the head. You're in Zenkutsu Dachi. Don't change stance, strike to the body. Don't change stance, strike to the knee. And bring your right foot up by your left foot, Shizen Hante Dachi. You'll turn 180, spiral below style. So you hit at the side of the head, left hand up front. You're a natural Shizen Hante, not Miji or Hagari. Then you go into Shikodachi and do a low strike. You bring your right foot to your left foot, Hasoka Dachi, right hand on top. You go strike Zenkusa Dachi to the bottom, to the body. And strike to the head. Roll back. So Dachi Haito, make sure on Haito, as always on Haito, don't have your thumb there. It's just a good move to practice Haito, because if you slam that bow staff in, hit your thumb, you'll teach yourself not to do, don't do that. Always keep that thumb protected. And on the original sheet, when Mr. Herzer wrote this, these stances he called here, they were Hasoka Dachis. Or when we were over here, it was Hasoka Dachi. Now I think he may teach them as Shizen Hate Dachi, but back then, we didn't do Shizen Hate Dachi. Never heard of it. It was always Hasoka Dachi. We did a Hami Dachi back then, which was, I think it was a half Zen and half lunge punch stance. It was a little, and when I first learned Seishi, we did Hami Dachi, where we're, it's right in the middle of the kata. Every time we do the move, I think that used to be Hami Dachi. But we don't do Hami Dachi, you never hear that term anymore. But on the original sheet, when we did this, I think these were Hasoka.
So the Hamidashi would be like this.
Yeah, I'll have to ask Mr. Herzer. It was,
Little lenient.
it was a little, it was, I think it was like, let's just see, you had Zen. It was a half Junzuki, half Zenkusa Dachi, and half, if I can remember, I'll ask him, but it was, I don't know why we never did it anymore, I can't remember. I think I might, it was half Zen and half lunge punch. I believe that's what it was, but I'll try to remember to ask him. It was a good stance, it seemed so natural back then. Now lunge punch we do like this. I think,
Plastic model Civil War soldier stance.
Yeah.
yeah, that's a pretty good.
They all look like.
Yeah, yeah, that's pretty.
Where they got it from?
Yeah, plastic Civil War soldiers. That's, I think that's how he does. All right, let's try the second one. That's pretty good.
It's highly disrespectful.
Three sections of this kata. The first one, you just strike a low strike. Then you don't move your foot on the first move. Then it's left foot, low strike. Then 4 hits to the head. 2 this way, 2 this way. Just 1, 2. Turn to the right, 3, 4. Now strike behind you. Move your right foot over, strike to the head left, strike to the head right. Come up under, strike to the chin. Go low, high, and reach up and grab the bow staff with your left hand. Turn to the left, step through with your right foot forward. Good. Bring your left foot up to your right foot. The bow staff comes to your left hip. Step out and push like a Q-stick. Push down with your left hand. The bottom of the bow staff. Reach up and grab the other end with your left hand. Turn to the left foot forward. Now push on the bottom or low end of the bow staff. Turn to the front. That's first third. And Shizen Hate Dachi. Now this time, you move your foot and your hand. And they alternate. These next 10 moves, foot, hand, hand, then 1, 2, 3, 4. Strike, right, left, back, front. Then you go head, head. These 10 moves all flow. So first move of the second third of the kata, right foot, right hand, low strike. Then just the hand, low strike. Then left foot, strike to the bottom. And you go right, you go left, you go back, you go forward. You're in Shikodachi right here. You just step forward, Zenkusa Dachi, strike to the head, follow it with the Yakuzuki strike to the head. You turn to the left hand on top. This is Shizen Hate Dachi. You'll do a triple, single-handed roll, which you'll step through 3 times. End up on your right foot on your right hip. 1, 2, single-handed roll, end up on your right hip, right foot forward. Now turn to your left, go to your left hip, initially, it's just your right hand on the bow staff. Then you put your left hand at the back of the bow staff, and this gives you the momentum to really drive it into somebody's ribs. Then you strike behind you. Bring your right foot back into a Shizen Hante Dachi, left thumb down. Step out with your left foot, and it's right Yakuzuka no Sakomi to the head. Strike behind you. Now this is the last third of the kata. We'll turn, it's a big sweep, a big circle, a big circle. Take out your ankle from the outside in, step out left foot forward. Then you'll step through with your right foot forward, take out your ankle again, you go back into Tate Seizan. Striking behind you. Tate Seizan is where your toes, if your back toe and your front toe and your back heel are in line. And both toes are pointing the same direction at 45-degree angle. It's real similar to the Zenkutsu Dachi, but it's not quite. Then you slide forward and strike to the body. You're still in that Tate Seizan. If you drew a line from your front toe, it's going to go right back to your back heel. Then you're going to turn, take the bow staff over your head, spiral up under your right arm. Now we're going to turn a circle and a half. You'll keep turning until you end up with your left foot forward under your left arm. Good. Now we do a double-handed roll. You end up on your right hip, but your left foot's forward. So you step forward one time less. So you end up with your right, it's on your right hip, but your left foot's forward. Turn to the back, turn back to the front. Turn 180. Take out their ankle. I've got one hand on the bow staff here. Pull in, strike to the body, Zenkutsu Dachi. Step forward, double-handed high block, left Megiri, right back kick. You're going to turn in these next 5 moves, fifth. You go 1, 2, strike to the head, then bring your left foot up by your right foot. Then you turn to the mirror, you'll strike, it's a Yakuzuki strike first. Then strike to the head. Now you go into Sagi Ashidachi. You spiral the bow staff down up under your left arm. You don't do another crane stance or Sagi Ashidachi, but you come up under your right arm. Then you go into Zenkutsu Dachi, strike to the body. Followed with the Yakuzuki strike to the head. You step forward with a right Yoko Geri. Back kick. And strike to the body, Zenkutsu Dachi. You grab it like a ball bat. Your hands are separated, but the hand position, one palm up, one palm down. You strike to the head. You turn to the back, double-handed high block. Left hand goes to right side. You strike your opponent at the side of the head. You come straight down on their head. You got 3 moves left. Now you keep both hands on the bow staff. You'll turn to your right into a back stance. Then you'll go into Zenkutsu Dachi. Strike to the body. Now this last move, you're going to push as you turn. You just make some sound like whoosh. Yeah, just whoosh. It's kind of like a Chinese or Japanese movement. You come into left hikatake. I didn't hear anybody whoosh.
Mine was beyond swooshing. It was too fast to even
Mine was
swoosh.
a Shazam.
Well, okay, well, Shazam works. And then we have to leave, like you said.
And then there were like little,
No, that's bad. Now this is serious stuff.
I think yours is smoking.
Catwoman was serious, and she would have beat you with a bow staff.
Catwoman was very serious. I like Catwoman. I was a fan. I agree. And I'll stay corrected. I'm going to argue with Catwoman. All right, let's try that again. Ready? Step out my foot. Now remember, on the first third, you don't move your foot on the first move. It's just with your hand. Strike. It's a low strike. Then you step out, left foot, left hand. Low strike. Now 4 strikes to the head. 1, 2. Turn to the right. 3, 4. Good. Now strike behind you. Move your right foot over. Strike to the head left. Strike to the head right. Come up under the chin. Strike behind you. Strike to the face. Reach up and grab the bow staff with your left hand. turn to your left, step through with your right foot forward. Roger, keep, there you go. Now bring your left foot up to your right foot. When you do, the bow staff comes to your left hip. When you step out with your right foot, it's push the bow staff. Good. That move was so confusing to me for years. We'd run this column once a year, and I never understood that move. Push down with your left hand on the end of the bow staff. Reach up and grab the other end with your left hand. Turn and strike towards Broad Street. Left foot forward, right hand up front. Now push down on the bottom, low end of the bow staff. Your left hand, and your left hand goes up top. Here's Shizen Hate Dachi. Now the second third of the kata, it starts out very closely to the first third of the kata. You step with right foot, right hand. This time your foot and your hand move. Then it's just hand. Then it's left foot, right hand to the body. You go right, keep the same stance, left, don't change stance. Yeah.
Skip. Yes. You only did 3.
The right foot, 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's what it is.
And then strike to the head, don't strike there.
Straight to the head?
Isn't that right?
No.
Yeah.
Count what you did. This is 1, this is 2,
2,
this is 3,
3,
this is 4.
4.
Just one.
You do 4, and then we go.
Okay.
So, 1,
So it's foot, hand, hand, foot, hand,
3,
hand.
4. They alternate.
Yeah.
Right. Foot, hand, hand, foot, hand, hand. And right, left,
Right.
back, front. Because there are 10 moves in this cycle. So that would be the 10 moves. So let's go back and start the second third right here.
Yeah, we have left it out. It's,
Yeah, I think I left it out the first time we
I
did it.
think you did too.
Yeah. So it's right foot and right hand, 1, then strike to the body. No, strike low. Then left foot, and you strike to the body here, and then you strike to the head, right? Then you go 1, 6, 7, 8. No, that's not right. There are 10 moves.
There's 4 at that part. It's foot, hand, hand,
1,
foot, hand, hand.
2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's still 3. That's the
So
same
that's
move.
3, 4.
4.
That's
There
what
you
we're
go.
calling, okay. So it's 1, 2, that's a low strike. That's right, the foot, and then that's 3, and then 4. That's right, you work up. There you go. And this is 5, this is 6, this is 7, this is 8, this is 9, this is 10. I concur.
There you go.
All right, let's go back to here, make sure we got that right. I was counting wrong, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Turn to the left, this is Shizen Hate Dachi. Single-handed roll, 3 rolls, 1, 2, 3. End up on your right hip with your right foot forward. Turn to your left, go to your left hip. When you do that, your left hand goes to the back of the bow staff, you drive through into the ribs. Strike behind you. Bring your right foot back, left thumb down. So you want to be in Shizen Hate Dachi natural when you start. You step out with your left foot forward, so it's a right Yakuzuka Nozokomi. Strike across your belt, you strike behind you. Last third, you make a big circle. Outside in, take out their ankle, step out double-handed low bar. Come in, take out their ankle. From the inside, you're going to tighten this on. Remember, you can draw a line from your front toe to your back heel. Both feet pointed 45-degree angle. And then we slide forward, same stance, strike into the body. Now we're going to spin. Comes from your left arm up to your right arm, or up under your right arm. Good, right foot forward. Now we do a circle and a half, end up with your left foot forward, under your left arm. Now we do a double-handed roll, you end up on your right hip with your left foot forward. So you don't step through 2 steps. And you turn to the front, take out their ankle, and then you go into Senkusa Dachi. striking to the body. Step forward, double-handed high block. Left Megiri, right back kick. Now we'll go, you lead with the Yakuzuki strike to the head. 1, 2, 3. Feet come side by side. Then you turn to the mirror. You do the same thing. Your initial strike is the Yakuzuki to the head. 4, 5. Those 5 moves all fit together. Then you do your Sagi Ashidachi. You spiral up under your left arm. Spiral above your head again. Come up under your right arm. Strike to the body. You're in Zenkutsudachi. Followed with the Yakuzuki strike to the head. Step forward, right side kick. Come into the body. Left foot forward. Strike to the head. Turn to the back, double-handed high block. Left side. Left hand goes right side, come straight down on the head. And now go under your right side. Now keep both hands in the bow staff. Go into Kokusudachi. Then you go into Zenkutsudachi. And this is where you do the push. You push the bow staff. Good. Push, that was good. On the left hikata. Back to Kokusudachi height. Good. Let's do the, let's go back to the cycle so you remember. Yeah, we got time. Let's just run it again. Yeah, let's run it again. Right? You are. Remember the first cycle, your foot does not move initially. It's just a low strike. Then foot and hand. Knee. Now 4 strikes to the head. 2 this way, 2 that way. 1, 2, turn to the right. 3, 4. Now strike behind you. Move your right foot over, strike to the head left. Strike to the head right. Step 2 with your left foot. Come up under the chin, take your chin out. Strike behind you. Then you strike back to the face. Reach up, grab the end with your left hand, turn to your left. Step forward with your right foot. Bring the left foot up to your right foot. When you do, the bow staff comes to your left hip. Then you step out with your right foot, you push. Push down on the bow staff with your left hand at the bottom. Reach up and grab the bow staff with your left hand at the top. Turn to your left, left foot forward. Push down on the bow staff with your left hand. Turn and face the front. Shizen Hante Dachi. Now this time, at 10 moves, you'll step out with your right foot and right hand. This is the second third of the kata. That's 1. Then you follow with a low strike. 2. Then left foot, strike to the body. 3. You're working up. Then 4 to the face. Then you go right, you go left, 5, 6, 7 to the back, then Shikodachi. Shuriashi, Shikodachi. It's number 8 to the front. Step in, strike to the head. It's 9. Zenkutsudachi. And Yakuzuki to the head. That's 10. Right now. Shizen Hante Dachi, left hand on top. Single-handed roll, 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. End up on your right hip, right foot forward. Turn to your left. You go to your left hip. Right now you got your right hand on the bow staff. And your left hand goes to the back of the bow staff. And use your hips and that left hand to drive it into your opponent's ribs. It goes to your right hip. Then strike behind you. Pull back, Ichi. Shizen Hante Dachi. Left thumb down your natural Shizen Hante Dachi. Step out with left Yakuzuki no Sakomi. Strike to the head. Strike across your belt. Strike behind you. So final third of the kata. Your first circle is from the outside in. You're taking out their ankle at the circle. Step out, double-handed low block. Then right foot comes in. Take out their ankle. Strike behind you. You're in that Tate Seizan. Then you slide forward. You're in Tate Seizan, just to the body. Now you're going to spiral. It's going to go from under your left arm up under your right arm. You end up in Zenkutsudachi. Then you spiral a circle and a half. You end up with your left foot forward up under your left arm. Good. Now we do a double-handed roll. You end up on your right hip, left foot forward. Step you twice. There you go, Mark. Good. Then you're going to turn to the mirror. I got one hand on the bow staff here. Turn, take out the ankle. And you go into Zenkutsudachi to the body. Step forward. Double-handed high block. Go left Megiri, right back kick. And you lead with your left hand, strike to the head. It's 1, 2. Bring your left foot by your right foot, 3. Turn to the mirror. Strike to the head, Yakuzuki 4, 5. So those 5 moves on tonight. Then you do right, Sagi Ashidachi. Spiral, come up under your left arm. You go above your head, come up under your right arm. You only do 1 crane step. Then you go into Zenkutsu Dachi to the body, followed with the Yakuzuki to the head. Step forward with the right side kick. Step forward with the Zenkutsu Dachi to the body. Then you step forward with the ball back to the head. You turn to the back, double-handed high block. Left hand goes to the right side. You hit your opponent in the side of the head. You come up down on their head. You don't fall, of course. Turn to your right, go into Kukutsu Dachi, both hands on the bow staff. Step forward into Zenkutsu Dachi. Strike to the body. And this is where you push it. You're aiming for somebody's knee, ankle, head, if they're there. You want to really get that torque. Come into Hikatai. Back to Soko Dachi, Haito. 3. Deal. All right, heels together. Great. Awesome. You guys did great.